Morning Gamer! It is time for Gaming Morning Show. It is Friday, December 4th, 2020, and we are so excited to see your faces because we have missed you over the last 21 hours or so. He is Sean, I am Ryan. We're on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. I am Ryan. He is Sean. I've said that before. He's wearing a shirt. It is red. It says Florida State, the Seminoles, and he never ever has been to a game, ever. I don't remember. What's the exodus of this shirt again?
You don't remember when I was starting quarterback for Florida State?
Ladies and gentlemen, former starting quarterback for the Florida State Seminoles, it's Sean.
No, my dad. My dad was there for like a work trip, and
Yeah, that's right.
he came back and he was like, "Here's the shirt."
Thanks, Dad. You really know me.
you really bought me a shirt at the airport. Thanks.
I will tell you though, I have a dark secret. I did once own a New England Patriots hat. I owned a Jacksonville Jaguars hat. I want to say I even had like a Minnesota Vikings hat or something like that. And those were all from somebody going somewhere and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get, Dave's kid because he's a football fan. I'm gonna get him a token of memorabilia from my trip that he wasn't on." And I might have started to get them too. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars hat, I remember specifically coming from the fact that they were brand new. I think this was around the time that they showed up because it's the logo that never made the light of day. The Jaguars had a more horizontally full length Jaguar logo design, and Ford, that owns Jaguar, said, I don't think so. That's not going to work. That looks exactly like the logo that's on our car, and we will
pass. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your consideration, but no. It's Culty. Good morning, Culty. Thanks for being here. Gaming Morning Show. I need to fish my cord out from underneath all the other cords. That's key to set design. I wonder if everybody else has this problem when you build an area that has a lot of cables that you're not so quick to attach all of the cables into the clips and make it look pretty, because right now I still kind of got a rat's nest going on over here. Don't tell anyone.
It works.
You want to know what I did last night?
What'd you do last night?
I mowed the lawn in December.
Nice.
Isn't that strange? Like, it's strange that it actually happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was nice yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have had no rain for the last couple of days. I had agreed to mowing the lawn one more time with my wife in October, and I actually accomplished that. I got that done sometime earlier. It might have been like the first week in November. So I was super proud. I'm like, hey, I got that last cut in, but I was like, hey, we still might have a chance to do it, so I decided to do it. But I also used my headlight on my lawnmower, which still seems also strange.
I love it.
You happen to have the same one as me. Have you ever used the the headlight?
No, I haven't needed to. No.
There's nothing.
I've only mowed the grass, during the day.
During the day, like most human beings. I tell you what, there's no thrill out there like that of mowing your lawn at 8 o'clock at night. So, if you're ever interested, now you have the tools, and you can totally do it. Did you have a nice night?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was uneventful. My wife had to work for the second night in a row, so I was just hanging out with the kids, making sure they got to bed okay, and then I just relaxed and went to sleep. Nothing too exciting.
I'm not thinking that it has to be excitement. I do think it's great when you can have just like a very, this worked the way that I expected it to, low-key kind of evening.
Yep. It was good. Did not want to wake up this morning. My body was like, nope.
Hard pass. I think I'd rather go back to sleep, please. That would be great. I did go to bed pretty super late last night. I was watching His and Hers live on Twitch, which is, again, one of my favorite, like, Apex-oriented streams. Community solid. They do a lot of fun things as a husband and wife, challenge, like the his versus hers, or, a lot of things like people can renew their points and then pick which character they want people to be. which is always entertaining. And so I kind of got hooked, like almost good movie or a good TV show hooked. And so I was actually up until at least 10 watching their streams. So they had a solid stream last night. So I'm actually a little bit less rested than normal, but I also got up a little bit later than usual. So it all balances out. And that's how we get to this point where it is National Cookie Day, or Faux Fur Day, or National Dice Day, National Sock Day, National Bartender Day, International Cheetah Day, or Cab Franc Day. Take your pick. The Dice Day one kind of caught my eye because really, if you think about it, I mean, we don't play many board games without that invention. So in a way, like, that one needs to kind of stand at the top if you think about it.
That's a good one. What's Cab Franc Day?
Cab Franc Day. Search Cab Franc. I think it's a specific type of like sparkling wine or something like that.
Gotcha.
I didn't realize, I saw this the other day because the Associated Press, being somewhat of a writing, maybe more journalism nerd, I have an AP style book, and they send out kind of like a monthly newsletter of, hey, this is something that you need to know because of the kind of writing that happens this time of year. And I did not realize champagne is more of a Kleenex type name. Mm-hmm. It's not something more for it's not like a product type. It's a brand name. It's a specific region from which this sparkling wine comes, which I did not know until I read that.
Yeah, I have heard that before.
A Cab Franc is one of the major black grape varieties. It is principally grown with Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot in the Bordeaux style, but can also be vinified alone, as in Loriz Chenon. I think for all the mispronunciations I have, French plays into my wheelhouse, because if I'm not entirely sure, I can just kind of slide over it. Chenon. In addition to being used in blends and produced as a varietal in Canada and the United States, is sometimes made into ice wine in other regions. What is ice wine?
I don't know, but it sounds delicious.
So did you ever play Wiki Wars?
Mm-mm.
So that was this game where you would get a topic on Wikipedia, and from that topic you had to get to another topic without typing anything. It had to be all through clicks on Wikipedia entries to get to the next article. Then that hopefully would get you to the next article, and so forth. And so you had to try to beat everybody else to the end who you were wiki warring with. It actually sounded incredibly entertaining. I've never done it.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds fun.
But this is why. Because you kind of get like that deep dive into, the craziness that is, what's an ice wine? What's a Cab Franc? So it's kind of fun. Culty, what are you up to this morning? Let us know in the chat. We will share our Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news with you soon. If you've had AirPods and you're sick of them switching devices, we have a solution for you. What else is in the docket for today? Oh, yeah, our topic of the day. HBO Max is going to have all of the 2021 Warner Brothers movies upon release. Hi, look, it's Maiko. Can you believe that they're going to just completely dump the 2021 lineup at HBO Max subscribers as soon as it's available?
Yeah, that's nuts. I love it. Especially in a continued world of who knows what's going to happen next year. It's nice to know that we'll be able to watch all those big movies.
See, I think I like it too. I like the option that I don't have to go to the theater if I want to. I actually think, at least for my demographic, old dude with kids, I wonder if it'll help me actually give them more money because I will see more movies at the higher price point. Because kind of right now, like, the process for us is, well, I'd love to go to a movie, but we can't because
Mm-hmm.
we got stuff going on with the kids, or we can't find a babysitter or whatever. And then from there, like, we can now maybe see more movies than we were originally going to see. I peeked that corner before I was done reloading. That was a bad choice. Whee! Oh, that's not where B is. Oh, B's still up on the top deck.
Yeah.
I thought B was on that little, like, middle boat. I don't have a trophy yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, now I do. That was a horrible place to put it. I literally threw my trophy system. I got shot because it's so funny. I literally threw my trophy system on the guy that I had killed. So he's just sitting there, back up against the wall, down, and has a trophy system on him. Yeah, so like Maiko says, hey, $15 for a one-time movie watch from my living room. And I don't think, like, the $30 price point for, like, a Mulan was unreasonable. But I think that's kind of the top that I would pay.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting where things are going to end up with stuff like this. Because I when we've talked about it before, that I actually think theaters will make a return at some point. I don't know if they're going to survive per se, but I think it's something that people enjoy doing. So even if it's, a decade, I think theaters will be back. And it'll probably be one of those things where it starts as like, oh, theaters aren't a thing. We all like watching movies. What if we had this cool place where we could all go watch movies together? And it's this little like independent movie theater. And then that catches on and we see a few of those, and then some big companies can be like, hey, all these small movie theaters are making money. Let's make a chain.
Yeah, it's just going to kind of revive itself at some point based on the kind of way that it probably came to be in the first place. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm with my friends at A, or at B, excuse me.
Nice. Oop. Nice work.
The guy on the stairs didn't really do a good job holding the stairs.
No,
we
he
killed
didn't.
both of the guys on the stairs, I think. I did throw a trophy on your side if you're still over there. I don't know if you took off, but
I'm nearby, yeah.
so there's a trophy in the middle and there's a trophy on that side. They just destroyed.
Okay, they're coming. Nice grenade.
Someone's behind me. Someone's behind me. Someone on the stairs. I'm like 1,000% sure. Got him. Oh, a SAM turret on my spy plane.
Oh, boo.
Oh no, my spy plane is in the Bermuda Triangle. Well, I think, like, Maiko, that's a good point. It gives you the option to see certain movies in the theater. Maybe you have it, and you have, like, a pretty fine experience at home. Like, your movie TV setup at home is just fine. Like, it's not elite, it's not amazing, it's not over the top, it's just fine, right? And you see it and you're like, this was super cool. I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. I would love to see it in the theater. And then maybe that's what gets your date night money, or your I'm flying solo without kids money, right? Like, that's an option. Or it's your favorite franchise and you're like, there's still no way. I'm a traditionalist. I'm not going to watch this not in the theater. So I guess I did have a spy plane, or someone had a spy plane.
Spy plane. Whoa, I died.
All right, I stayed alive
Nice
quite
work.
a bit at the very end there.
Not bad.
And so anyway, I'm right there with you. Like, I don't think movie theaters will completely go away. I think if they do go away, because some big chains, like in our area, we probably have 3 big corporate movie theaters. Maybe we'll only have 2 or 1. But I also don't think this has to be like a zero-sum game either. Like, I think it's okay to kind of meet people where they are, and then it's up to the movie theater chain to kind of adjust itself to the new expectation.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing. Oh, up on the stairs.
Oh, how did I not kill him? And how did he not kill me faster?
Be secure. Be secure. There's definitely someone coming. I don't know where he is. I have another trophy. That's helpful. There's also like I have this feeling like I never got a chance to do it because I'm from such a small town, but I imagine there's not many better like first jobs in the movie theater.
Yeah. I never did, but I always liked the idea of working in a movie theater. Colty Vibes worked in a movie theater.
I think it's like any first job. Like, there's going to be probably a ton of aspects that do suck.
Right.
But, I mean, there's not many jobs you can work where you can watch the newest movies for free or super cheap. Yeah, we got someone up on the very top.
The tippy top?
Yeah, the tippy top. Yeah. I think you can kind of see over to A from here. I got him with the last bullet. Clearing A. Go back to B. Someone dropped a care package. Oh, I have a care package. I should probably drop that too. Care package.
Whoa, there's like 3 of them just camping back on the on their side.
Oh my gosh, it's an attack helicopter and I can't get to it. You've got to be kidding me. Is there a way to up there?
Okay, I've killed these 2 guys at B over and over. They're gonna get mad and come kill me.
Well, I kind of got bigger problems. I got a trophy system I can't get to. Or a attack helicopter I can't get to. I'm so sad. Why would it stay up there? Urgh.
Oh, one of them finally got me.
Ah! I killed myself trying to get up there. Alright, fine. I'll come help you now that you're dead. I'm not a good teammate. That person's getting very frustrated with me, I'm sure.
I died.
There's someone.
The guy that killed you killed me. I was here to help.
Oh my gosh, Colty, I would hate that for sure. It'd be terrifying. stole that guy's kill. I'm very sorry. Oh, that was a good shot. Getting A, getting A. I can't believe I had a chopper gunner and it's just sitting up there. Oh, I have one anyway. Calling that in at the right time.
Nice work.
Oh my gosh. Gaming Morning Show. It is 6:27 on the West Coast. Thanks for being with us on this Friday, December 4th, 2020. Yeah, so Calty saying there was the remake of The Omen, which I don't think I even knew was a remake, but I knew it was a terrifying looking movie. Just me and the whole building by myself at 3 in the morning watching a scary movie. You just described probably a nightmare that I've had once in my life. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's such a unique experience to have because you have that job. That's kind of cool. I moved up to the projection manager at my theater. Nothing like getting paid to pre-screen new movies before they go public. That's solid. Yeah, I think, you know, you and I, Sean, have talked fondly of our time as pizza delivery people. I thought it was one of the most fun jobs I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
I mean,
I loved it.
Didn't want to do it for the rest of my life. It wasn't going to work out, but it was definitely fun for when I had it. Free pizza, interesting people.
Count me in.
So yeah, I could see there being way worse first jobs. So this is the full text of this, and then we'll get to the Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news. In an unprecedented move, Warner Brothers announced it will debut all of its 2021 films on HBO Max and in theaters at the same exact time. The news has sparked discussion on how the traditional movie experience will be affected going forward. Movies like Matrix, Space Jam, Dune, In the Heights, Suicide Squad, Godzilla, and Conjuring, which sadly I think all but maybe one of those is a sequel or a remake. So sad.
The world we live in.
But that's the case. One night we got Grandma's Boy one night, and no one knew what it was because we literally had no trailers for it. It was like a mystery box movie. Come on in, guys. Let's check out this movie. What's it about? Nobody knows. That's good. That'd be fun.
So AMC already came out and slammed them for doing this. AMC company CEO said, quote, "Clearly Warner Media intends to sacrifice a considerable portion of the profitability of its movie studio division and that of its production partners and filmmakers to subsidize its HBO Max startup."
I mean, everyone's going to have their PR spin, right?
Yep.
I mean, that is a good point. How is this going to affect budget for movies and all the people that work for them, right? I mean, have you ever... I mean, I'm sure you have, because a lot of people stay till the end for Easter eggs at the very end of movies. I mean, think of how many names are on those credits. And when there's that many names on the credits, most likely those people are getting paid some sort of income. So, I mean, so AMC, as PR-y and, like, passive-aggressive as that sounded, they kind of make a point. Like, you got to figure out how to keep the industry going and all the people that work for it when you're changing the revenue model. But this is a different way to do it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I my understanding, and this is where Calty could probably pipe in too, like, my understanding is movie theaters and production companies have always kind of had like a, we have to get along because this is how this works, but we don't really like you. I mean, that's the sense that I've always gotten.
Well, and yeah, that's the sense I've gotten too. And I think part of that stems from the fact that, like, from my limited knowledge on this, movie theaters don't make a lot of money off the movie for like the first however long it's there, which is when everyone goes to see it, which is why, you know, they push their like food and stuff like that so heavily.
Yeah, and I think that the neat thing too is as movie theater models have kind of evolved, beer theaters that are used for more than just movies, like trivia nights or single events like a big profile soccer match or a UFC fight. Like, that's a good idea to expand what you use the building space for. and expanding those offerings. Like, I've gone to movies and have really enjoyed being able to get a beer, whereas that wasn't the case, even 10 years ago or so. Look, it's Myko says AMC is a trash theater. Maybe less remakes and trash sequels, and perhaps we'll have less movies per year, but more quality movies. Hey, it could happen for sure. 6:31 West Coast time. It is 9:31 on the East. We have this day in gaming history and birthdays to celebrate with you coming up. But right now, it is time to get informed and hear about the news of the day. Let's go to the newsroom. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It's finally Friday, December 4th, 2020, and this is Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. Pretty light day today, but a couple things we could talk about. First up, Mass Effect and Dragon Age leads leave BioWare. This is from Michael McWhorter at Polygon. Casey Hudson and Mark Dura announced their retirements from BioWare. Casey Hudson was acting as the BioWare general manager and was Dragon Age executive producer. And then Dragon Age executive producer Mike Dura are leaving the studio. They do have leads in place to take over for them. But Hudson says, when I became Studio Jim a little over 3 years ago, our goal as a leadership team was to position our people and projects for long-term success. Now, as BioWare celebrates its 25th anniversary, the studio is poised for an exciting new era of amazing games. This year, we've been inspired by the continued community support for our ongoing works on Star Wars: The Old Republic and Anthem. A few months ago, we provided a deeper look at the work that's going on into the next huge Dragon Age game. And on N7 Day, we announced Mass Effect: The Legendary Edition and gave a hint at what's coming next in the Mass Effect universe. It's an exciting time, both in terms of projects you've heard about and some things not yet announced. So they leave in a good place. And this isn't a story that we've talked about a lot where they're leaving to start their own thing. It seems like they're both just ready to retire. Dura first joined BioWare in 1997 and originally worked as a programmer and worked his way up. So he's been there for years, as has Hudson. So congrats to them.
Yeah, good luck in the future. Go on, make something amazing, or just do nothing if you're retiring.
Do nothing for a while. Next up, we have a press release from Activision, which states that Call of Duty surpasses 3 billion in net bookings over the last 12 months. That's a lot of money. Across Call of Duty, there's strong momentum. Year-to-date increases include net bookings up over 80% and units sold through up over 40%. Year over year. Over 200 million people have played Call of Duty this year. On console and PC, the franchise has delivered the highest number of players in recorded history this year, as well as the biggest November ever for monthly players and hours played. Wow. So congrats to Call of Duty for making a buttload of money.
Yeah, I think Activision has a chance to stick around.
I think they're going to make it. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Out today, we have Dark Complete Edition on Xbox One, PlayStation, and PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. Out on Xbox, PC, PlayStation. Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. It's so long. Why is it so long?
There's so many names in there. Dragon Quest XI-S. Did the Xbox people get a hold of the naming for this game?
Oh, man.
We are retweeting them because, again, you've been awesome in helping me find the Twitter handles of all these developers, and they have a gigantic graphic that says "out today." So thank you for working with us on the language that you use there.
They're on brand, that's for sure.
All right. Well, congratulations, Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of an Elusive Age. You are now eligible to be Name of the Month. Will you be our Name of the Month for December? Stay tuned and find out. I'm Ryan. He is Sean at 6:36 on the West Coast and 9:36 on the East. Big thanks to Kelba117 for following us on Twitch. We're on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningshow.tv. Have you tried Teardown yet? Is what Cam is asking in the chat.
I haven't personally played it, but just yesterday I watched Achievement Hunter play a let's play of that, and it looks super cool. It's this like voxel based, everything's destructible game. And in the couple missions, I saw one you went and demolished like a house, and then the next mission you had to go and like break in and steal computers. But because it's everything's destructible, you can kind of come up with your own solutions to the problems, whether it's just busting through a window or tearing down an entire wall with a dump truck.
Wow.
It looks super cool. I think you would enjoy it.
Goat Simulator is still on Look It's Mike O's list. This is back to the movie theater topic. Once people start going back to work and stuff, it starts to fully reopen Activision. Oh, this is not back to that. We'll take a hit and get loot boxes back. Oh, Cam has Goat Simulator, so there you go. This is kind of a good one on the heels of Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, that if you've been playing Fortnite lately, you might have seen that Kratos has made an appearance in Fortnite. So this is how God of War finally comes to Switch, according to Damian McFerrin of Nintendo Life. Was pretty excited about that in the write-up that they did. Fortnite has pulled off some pretty amazing crossovers recently, pulling in characters from Marvel and Star Wars, and now they're getting people like Kratos from God of War. Not a PlayStation exclusive, according to this. However, things have become more interesting with the introduction of Kratos from the God of War series. And no, he's not a PlayStation exclusive, which means you can control one of Sony's most famous characters on your Nintendo Switch. You can get him for 1,500 V-Bucks, which I think translates over to about 450,000 regular American dollars. So.
Calculating V-Bucks to dollars is like trying to figure out what the price is in yen.
So what are with all these simulators?
It's $3 million. Oh, that's $3.
What is all these simulators? They're talking about cooking simulator and goat simulator. Like, what is going on? When did we get to the point where all the simulators are dominating everything?
We've had some random ones out today.
No, farming simulator. Talking to your relatives about awkward political conversations simulator.
Oh, that's a terrible grenade.
Oh, behind us, behind us, behind us. The 2019 edition sucks.
Oh, boy. Oh, boo. That went poorly.
Why'd you get killed?
I tried to blow myself up and then died. But I did not blow myself up.
I need my trophy system. I need my trophy system. Oh, I couldn't get away. Oh, and then I get my trophy system. I literally died, and it pops up, says trophy system available. They weren't listening to me, Sean.
Oh. Alright. I haven't gotten a kill in some time.
Oh, behind us, behind us. Oh, that's a nice shot, a nice spot for that guy.
Oh, on the tank?
Yeah, right there.
It was good.
Oh, behind us to our right, back right, underneath the little hut thing. Underneath the stand, the tray, the thing. There you go. What an elite call out there. Right here. I'm definitely not chasing him unnecessarily. I avenged my teammate, and I got shot in the back. I can't play with my friends or Farming Sim on Farming Sim 19. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've never even looked into any simulators other than I've watched people play. Where's this guy? Oh, up here. I've watched people play Flight Simulator before. God, that's so many simulators. I mean, just play the Matrix, am I right? Simulator, get it?
No, I was far enough away from that. I disagree.
They're going left. That's a teammate. That's a teammate. I'm going downstairs. No one down there. That's a teammate. I've shot at more teammates in this particular sequence, and still am alive. And then I got shot in the back. What's SC? Have you heard of SCP Secret Lab?
No.
Man, I tell you what, whoever we're playing, this is the best team we've ever played on this map.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well.
Someone up here. Oh, he got me. He's using a shotgun as well. I think there's a lot more shotgun use in this version. Not this map, but just in...
Because they're not garbage like in the last game.
Tell me how you feel.
I feel like they're garbage. We have known this for some time.
I didn't finish him. He's up on that tank still. Can't get that guy off that tank. Oh, I can do that too. Feel like they're charging me. Man, tough.
We're at the top. That's not a good sign.
Can't play with my friends on Farming Sim 19. Sad face. It's good to see Cam back, though. I haven't seen Cam for a while in the chat, so thanks for being here this morning on Gaming Morning Show. We got birthdays and this day in gaming history coming up here shortly. And stick around for our new but also temporary segment, Beer of the Day. So it's coming up as Sean is looking at it, shaking it like a birthday present.
Sounds like beer.
I would like to confirm there hasn't been any more candy falling out of those boxes, has there?
No.
Oh, so sad.
No more candy.
Oh, the simulators. You get a simulator, and you get a simulator. One's underneath. Ah, how do you do that? I tell you what, the napalm death sound is pretty intense.
It is pretty intense.
I got a helicopter? I got randomly shot from the side.
It's not looking good, guys.
I have to cover. I mean, like, the whole charge and you know, capture is just not working this time. I was busy. Why are you shooting me, helicopter? I have things to do. Oh my gosh, I can't get through that damn door. That's just, I mean, seriously, shooting it from the ground with your gun does absolutely nothing.
No, it's useless.
I wish this was going better. I can't even get in the door. Like, I took 4 steps from spawn. We are so screwed. Yeah.
Well, that could have been worse.
I mean, they've used every single one of their kill streaks right now. I finally get to be it. I run out of ammo. How sad is that?
Do 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 do.
I seriously have no strategy at this point. I'm just kind of wishing and hoping. What are you doing? I think I'm shooting at somebody. That guy had armor and I just ruined him.
All right, well, this one was a loss.
Jesus. They're everywhere. They're in the walls. Kind of feel like most people have just kind of stopped even thinking about it and just going for the kills.
Yep. I mean, you kind of have to at some point, otherwise you just get frustrated.
Guy lying down prone got us both. Brutal. Yeah, so our topic of the day has to do with movie theaters. We'll talk more about that coming up after birthdays and this day in gaming history. I tried to jump melee. It's not working. Kind of the theme of this map. It's just not working.
Ah, I stuck him. All right, well, if we're gonna lose, I'm gonna get a bunch of Simtex kills.
Check
It's fun.
something off. We got destroyed. Oh my gosh. I really had more of a dip in the song than I had expected. My dance was very out of place. It's Gaming Morning Show, 6:49 West Coast time, 9:49 on the East. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. I'm Ryan. He is Sean. We're on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. If you missed it earlier, our topic of the day has to do with Warner Brothers announcing it's going to release its entire 2021 theatrical lineup. They're going to do so on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, you'll be able to see it. You can still see it in theaters if you prefer it that way. And that's kind of sent shockwaves through the industry. It is National Cookie Day, Faux Fur Day, National Dice Day, National Sock Day, National Bartender Day, International Cheetah Day, and Cab Franc Day. We told you how Kronos is in Fortnite. We'll tell you about how you can stop your AirPods from automatically switching between devices. And a free trial is ending for one streaming service. We'll have those stories coming up this hour or next on Gaming Morning Show. Right now it is time for birthdays. In this day in gaming history, if you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please throw it in the chat. And we will light candles on stream. And there will be confetti and all sorts of amazing things. You brought the confetti, right? That was your job.
No, I just brought candles.
Oh, I brought the candles. But I didn't bring any lighters.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Guess we're going to have to fire our productions person. Actor Jeff Bridges turned 71 today. Didn't Jeff Bridges just recently announce diagnosed with some sort of bad disease? I want to say cancer, but I don't know that for a fact. Did you hear that?
I don't recall.
Yeah, I think it was something like the dude will be okay, but yeah, that was sad. Appeared with his brother Bo in the Fabulous Baker Boys. Marissa Tomei, 56 today, won an Oscar for her role in My Cousin Vinny. Have you ever seen My Cousin Vinny?
Mm-mm. No, is it good?
It's one of those that I've seen pieces of over the course of 5 or 6 different TNT sittings. So I don't really know, to be honest, but I remember hearing a lot of people raving about how good it was. Actor and comedian Fred Armisen turns 54 from Saturday Night Live. One of my favorite Fred Armisen bits is still the Californians. Like that, and I think it wouldn't have been as good if it wasn't for the theme. They just found a way to mix directions in, which you've lived in California. Apparently that's a thing. I don't know. Maybe. Sure. Yeah.
I'm down.
They were always breaking character. I mean, it was just one of the best skits for breaking characters. So I've always loved that. Rapper Jay-Z turns 51. I mean, certainly more than a rapper. A whole bunch of stuff going on in Jay-Z's life. Tyra Banks turns 47. One of her first TV roles was on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which I was not aware of. Let's see what else we got. Actor Orlando Brown of That's So Raven is 33. Joshua Osei of Just Kidding Films turns 33 today. Actor Scarlett Estevez from Lucifer is 13 today. Lindsay Felton of Caitlin's Way is 36 today. And actor Kevin Sussman, he's Sus, from Ugly Betty turns 50 today. I was watching people play Among Us yesterday on stream as well. And as you mentioned a couple days ago, if not yesterday, we haven't done that in a while, right? Apparently somebody's made a proximity chat for it. It's called Crew Link.
Yeah.
And so now as you're walking along the ship, you can hear people who are running by you and around you. I think that's going to totally enhance it, but I think everyone would have to play on a PC in order to make that work. So
Yeah, for sure. I like when we get to play Among Us, but I wish we could play the way it's meant to be played, which is all of us have a separate room and a gaming PC with Discord.
or Crew Link.
Or Crew Link. And we get to play that way, but that's just not how we play.
Well, that goes to the Among Us or the Gaming Morning Show community. We should ask, are you interested in having an Among Us night? Maybe we could do that where everyone could be in that way. Big thanks to the Big Duke 81 for following us on Twitch. We appreciate that. We are going through our birthdays and this day in gaming history, plus we have our beer of the day. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please throw it in the chat. Drummer Brian Prout of Diamond Rio is 65 today. The Bodines bassist Bob Griffin turns 61. Chelsea Noble, actor from Growing Pains and Kirk, is 56. And there are so many more that I could probably mention. I don't see anything else in here that I really want to get to. Yeah, I'll yield the floor. Anything that you see?
Nothing stands out to me, no.
Of course, Spanish dictator Francisco Franco had a
and
down this day.
And singer Freddie Boom Boom Cannon is 84.
That's a good one. I like that one. 84. The only reason it's a Wink Martindale is on here. Game show host turns 87. There is a coordinator in the NFL. I want to say he's the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, whose name is I think something very similar and might even be related to Wink Martindale. And so anytime that he gets on screen, it's always kind of a giggly moment because it's like, that's a game show host. It's funny. All right, here we go. This day in gaming history, 1995 at the Personal Computer Outlook Conference in California, Apple Computer shows the Pippin multimedia device. Bandai has a license to make and sell the systems initially in Japan. I have some other slightly related news. This is the first time I've ever heard of the Pippin.
Same.
No clue. Now, I do know a Pippin is a specific type of apple because there is a minor league baseball team, actually a wood-bat college baseball team in central Washington that's called the Pippins. But I did not know that that was actually a multimedia device that they ever made. If this is something that was going to be really cool, it could have just been one of those Apple was just ahead of the curve. They figured it out. Although the Game Boy was probably out by 95, right? So... But it's a multimedia device, so
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's strictly gaming.
Oh, and the controller is super ugly.
Hashtag
there's
throw
a-
it in the chat.
There's a Wikipedia page for it.
Yeah, anyone heard of the Pippin before from Apple Computer? All right, I'm going to pull this up. Apple Pippin. Ooh, that logo was interesting. Holy cow. Oh, it's not a portable. It's just a multimedia device, like a gaming console almost.
Mm-hmm.
The type in the description says multimedia player platform for video game console, internet appliance, and interactive kiosk development. Wow.
Interesting.
All right. What else happened? 1995, same year, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest came out for Super Nintendo. I was a big fan of the Donkey Kong Country series.
That's because they're fantastic.
That controller looks like it would return to you if you threw it. It looks like a boomerang. It's so true.
It really does.
1996, shares of GT Interactive Software dropped 37.6% in NASDAQ trading after the company reported that its games for the Nintendo 64 would be delayed. It doesn't cite any of the specific games from capewholesome.com. 2003, in Japan, Sony releases Gran Turismo 4 Prologue version. I said prologue version.
You sure did say
It's
prologue.
about $25. It's so sad. So sad. Cue it up. Mispronunciation counter goes up by 1. Prologue, not prolong. They could have prolonged it. You never know. Maybe it was the really extended version. Damn it. 2003, Nintendo released 1080 Avalanche video game for GameCube. 2011, Mario Kart 7 out for Nintendo 3DS, and Mario Kart 8 later on the Switch. 2012, Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, releases the Far Cry 3 video game for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And that is your This Day in Gaming History. We have a temporary segment on the show because our buddy Ron gave us a beer advent calendar. And it's from a local brewing company in Corvallis, Oregon. And so what we've been doing is on stream, we've been opening the beer to figure out which one's going to be our beer of the day. And so here we go. It's time for our last segment of this week. Are we going to do 3? Like, are we going to have to recap things on Monday? I didn't even think about that.
We could shoot a video and just show it in like B-roll fashion next week.
What a flaw. What a flaw in our thinking. Yeah, we could always put them out on Twitter. We're at WatchGMS on Twitter. So it's time for the beer of the day. The beer of the day. What is the beer of the day?
Toot toot. It's another bottle.
We really spent a lot of money.
Sierra Nevada Bigfoot barley wine style
our
ale.
second barley wine ale. Focus. It's not focusing, but we get the gist. It's pretty. It makes your ring light look incredibly cylindrical, so that's fun.
Bigfoot is a beast of a beer brimming with bold, bittersweet malt flavor and heaps of whole cone Pacific Northwest hops. First introduced in 1983, Bigfoot is a cult classic prized by beer collectors. Drink it fresh or cellar it in a cool, dark place to taste as the flavors develop over time.
We actually have to keep moving it around the house and see if we can actually find it, because it's Bigfoot.
Should I put it in the field next to my house and take a picture?
Ooh, we found Bigfoot. That'd be good. Yeah, Lucas Myko has an affection for Bigfoot. So Lucas Myko will probably join us in the next hour on Gaming Morning Show. Sierra Nevada was the one that they did cite in the letter. They wrote this pretty in-depth letter. And didn't they say something like, we tried our hardest not to make every single beer from Sierra Nevada? Something like that. Oh, yeah, we need to get that Attack Owl IPA showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Bigfoot is an obsession of Lucas Myko. All right. Did we cross all of our T's and dot all of our I's this morning? Anything we left out on the table?
I think we got it all.
All right. We got to let Sean get going. I will tell you how to make your AirPods quit switching automatically between devices and which streaming service is getting rid of its trial. I'm not going to tell you what it is until next hour, but if you think about it, wink, it may have something to do with our topic of the day, which is that Warner Brothers is releasing all of their movies on HBO Max. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Hey, thanks RHS Jack for the follow on Twitter, or Twitch, excuse me. Sean, we will wish you a fabulous Friday. Everyone wave goodbye to Sean. Goodbye. We miss you. It's going to be sad. He's going to work. He's going to go fix people. All right. Goodbye, Sean, in his Florida State shirt. I am Ryan. Look, it's Mike O from Twitch. Will show up for the rest of the way. Good morning, RHS Jack. Thank you for saying hi. We are a morning radio show that happens to play games, so if you ever remember your old FM listening days, or maybe you still do listen to FM music radio, same kind of idea. 3 hours in the morning, trying to get a whole bunch of different people and voices in on the show. But instead of playing music, we play games. And so we'll have Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War when we come back. We're telling you about all the movies that are coming out to HBO Max, because Warner Brothers is kind of bucking the trend and just throwing their whole 2021 lineup on HBO Max, which will be super cool. So stick with us. We'll come back with more On Gaming Morning Show. You can find us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. We'll be back in just a little bit on this Friday, December 4th, 2020. Thanks for being with us.
A walk among the stars tonight, found myself a washing colored light. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me. They danced around me and they took my hand, whispered, close your eyes and understand. When I felt the change, it startled me. This carnival of animals is part of me. shadows is all I see.
Don't say I've had too much. The room surrounds me, I cannot stay in touch. And I know my mind from my body. Don't tell me it's not so. Oh, say it's so easy. Say I'm not worth it. Oh, take me for granted. I'm not perfect. Show me the better side of the world.
Morning, gamer. It is Friday, December 4th, 2020. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. I am Ryan. We're on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Coming up this hour, we'll continue asking you about this Warner Brothers blanket release. They're just throwing everything at you. The Matrix, Space Jam, Godzilla. It's all coming your way. 2021 entire movie lineup to HBO Max. So if you don't want to go to the theater, but you want to watch all your movies at home, that is an option. So we'll be asking you, do you like that idea? Do you think both theaters and home viewing can coexist? I will tell you about a streaming provider, completely unassociated, right? That's ending your free trial. We'll have that for you. A posthumous award, rather, for Chadwick Boseman that's coming up too. And how to stop your AirPods from automatically switching between devices. Our top 10 list this hour, and sports! It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show, and we are proud to welcome in the amazing, the illustrious Mike O to the show. Look, it's Mike O. How you doing, bud?
Greetings.
I'm concerned that you have me.
I am fantastic. I can only hear you on the stream, though. I can't hear you on this little thing here.
Well, this is intriguing because I thought I was sending you something, but I'm not entirely sure why you're not hearing it. Oh no, you're gonna see all the settings. What is happening? All right, we're gonna try this a different way then. We're gonna go here. We're gonna click this. And we're gonna go check the mic. It shows that it's going through to you. That's interesting. Interesting. The future of movie theaters needs to incentivize audiences. No, I that's what I'm saying. I think that it is a good idea for sure coming up. Mikey, why can't you hear me in real time? What is going on, brother? Because we were all connected and then we weren't. Go ahead and jump out of Discord and jump back in, and we'll see if that makes a difference, because you're still hearing me in about a 7-second delay here. So jump out, jump back in, and we'll see if that works. Hey, delay does happen, especially when we're putting this together. This is only our second appearance by a guest host when Sean has had to run, so we're kind of assembling this as we go, which is an interesting phenomenon. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and see if I'm in sync for Mike O at all. It's not looking good. Man, what happened? We had this we were rolling on Tuesday. We get to a Friday, and then all of a sudden, everything decides that it's not going to work and cooperate with us. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump out and jump back in and see if that helps. Checking to see if that helps. No? Nothing? Not liking it? No?
Let me try this.
Oh.
I think I got you.
All right, we think we might be close. We're feeling good about it.
Where'd it go?
One,
This guy right here.
2,
Hello?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Gotcha.
We are the greatest streaming togetherness group of all time. How are you doing, buddy?
I am wonderful. It's Friday. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. I'm here with you. I mean, fantastic. Everything's peachy keen.
I like peachy keen. It's better than peachy quinoa, which is a whole different deal, for sure.
This doesn't
How
sound good.
how stoked were you to see the Bigfoot beer come out?
To see the what? Sorry, go ahead.
The Bigfoot beer. How excited
Oh
were
my
you?
gosh, dude. It's Bigfoot. I mean, obviously, behind me you can see there is a Bigfoot looming over my shoulder. So yeah, very much excited. See, I can't do IPAs. I can't do all those like fancy beers. You know, like I like garbage cheap beer. There you go. You see him right over there. What's up, Bigfoot? That's Barry. That's my homeboy. But yeah, I don't do the fancy beers. I like Miller High Life. That's my drink of choice.
Hey, somebody has to celebrate the champagne of beers. Why not it be you?
It's the champagne of beers.
All right, I am actually thinking I might be able to actually put real Discord video into our stream instead of using a secondary capture card. This could be a big moment because I rebuilt my PC a couple of weeks ago, and if it's actually able to handle this workload, then I will have accomplished great things. What are you up to on your stream? Are you doing any streams this weekend?
Yes, I'll be streaming this evening and tomorrow evening probably, and Sunday evening. I've taken a couple days off to kind of rest and relax a little bit, but we should be building that sucker back up again here in a day. So we'll probably do some Warzone this evening and maybe a little Cold War. Who knows? Might fire up the old goat simulator.
So tell me, Cam was in there earlier in the first hour doing a whole bunch of talking and telling me about all these simulators. What is up with, like, are we in the simulator era of video games or something and I just kind of missed it?
Well, see, it's easier than like doing, especially like farming simulator. Like, I can't be a farmer. I'm not a farmer. You know, I'm a dad and a guy and stuff like that. I'm not a farmer. So how can I be a farmer? I can have a farming simulator. And obviously, I'm also not a goat. So I can go and be a goat or, you know, a doctor. So, you know, it's good.
We all look at that. I have real Discord video on my screen. Mike looks clearer than ever. His audio is in sync. We are living in the future, y'all. Possible to post links to guest Twitch channels in chat. I don't have links active right now. If you want to share something with us, though, you can @HeftyGoof in the chat, and then hopefully have a chance to get it there. You can also always email it to us. Never understood the appeal of working and then playing games in which you had to go to work. Yeah, is that like what I'm doing here? Is this broadcast simulator? That's my role.
Life.
Well,
Life simulator.
One thing I told my father when I was a kid was, or when I was growing up, reflecting on when I was a kid, is the best thing he ever did for me was get out of the farming world, because I would have been a horrible farm kid.
Not really a hands kind of a guy.
Oh gosh, I am so mechanically uninclined. It's not even funny. Like, there's no downside to working with your hands. It's just that I definitely was not the guy who was I was not intuitively good at it. It just wasn't something that I was good at. So I try to avoid it. I put in a doorknob. I put in a doorknob for the first time in my life just the other day and felt like I had accomplished, you know, constructing a Ford F-150. So.
Yeah, my wife doesn't let us do or doesn't let me do like, oh, she'll kind of like, depending on what it is, like no plumbing, no big things, but like I built a like a step stool to get up into our the trampoline. I kind of put a ladder on my daughter's loft bed. little things like that. But if it came to like plumbing or anything like serious, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right, Jack, you got to let us know, Culty, if you're still in the chat. You got to let us know. Are you mechanically inclined? Because for me, that always has just seemed like it looks like people are doing magic, and that's what Sean is so good at, those kind of things, that he can come over. Like, for example, this morning, my wife was using a hairdryer. It is on the same circuit as the space heater I have down here, and every single time that we've had that happen, fuse is blown. Well, the other day, we got into the studio, and I started touching things that were metal and electrocuting myself because we had a bad ground in here. And so Sean shows up with his little tester deal, starts opening up plugs, starts reconnecting wires, and we never have fully fixed the whole problem. We have a circuit issue, it sounds like. But he got the one outlet that was having the hairdryer problem fixed, and so she texted me while we were in our first hour of the show and said, "Hey, I'm going to blow dry my hair. Can you turn off the heater?" I didn't see it in time. By the time I saw it, she had already said done, and we didn't blow the circuit. So what now? What
Nice.
now? Hey, it's the little things, Mike. It's the little things in life.
I'm totally the guy that just the first thing I'll do is I'll grab a stud finder and like start like, oh, look what I found. Like that's the extent of my stuff.
You start
So
flexing. Look at what I have accomplished.
Megan's like, no, that's not. Like, okay, fine.
Hey, Ballin, thanks for giving us a shout out on YouTube. We appreciate it. We are on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and YouTube, so you can find us 6 to 9 a.m. weekday mornings on all of those platforms. We're your local FM radio show, what you used to listen to on Z100, but we are one that plays games instead of plays music. We're with Look It's Mike-O from twitch.tv/Look It's Mike-O and the Monsters and Friends podcast season. The next season coming out in January.
Number 3.
Season 3. You can find them on Twitter at that's ours, at MNF Pod. Culty saying, I put up 2 curtains and it took an hour. I'd rather play house building sim than do that. Amen.
That's why you need to get those like tension rods. So much quicker. You get the tension rods instead of the like putting up real curtains. That's my secret.
It's like life hacks with gaming morning show. That's what we're gonna do next. That's going to be our new segment coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. There's a guy up in the balcony.
Third hour, we're gonna do some building, some building projects.
Some Bob Vila-esque projects. Got someone at C. Oh. Yeah, so stick around. We have our list of the day coming up, our top 10 list.
Enemy appears KIA.
If we could have planned it better, it could be top 10 home improvement things that unhandy guys can do.
Ooh, that would be a good YouTube segment. Oh, so we got a Casey Kasem callback from Culty. I liked Casey Kasem a ton. He had the, request letters and stuff.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I can't remember. It feels like he died very recently, and I know it's been way longer than that.
Well, I think there was a big thing with his family, wasn't there? Like his daughter wanted his brain saved or something.
Ooh, I don't remember that.
Or...
Tell me more about that.
I feel like there was a battle within his family, or maybe that was Dick Clark. I don't know. It was some jerk. I'm on fire.
All those were separate lines of thought, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it was gas. They put a gas thing. That was messed up. Oh, balcony.
Someone marked in danger up there. That was funny.
But yeah, one of them, it was a big issue with estate stuff and, yada yada. Things like that.
I don't have a Casey Kasem impression. I don't really have too many broadcaster impressions, no matter how long I've been doing this. I have people I admire in the play-by-play world, but I don't have any actual impressions necessarily. But Casey Kasem was always good. I think, what's his name? Frank Caliendo has a pretty good Casey Kasem impression, if I remember right.
Frank Caliendo has a pretty good everything.
If you need an impression, Frank Caliendo's.
I don't like Frank Caliendo just because he's so good at that.
You're too damn talented.
Stop being so talented. But can he hang up a tension rod? That's the question.
Can he give his attention to a tension rod? That's right. Play on words here on Gaming Morning Show. So what do you think? What's your favorite Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War map?
My favorite map so far, it's not Miami and it's not Cartel. I know that. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Again, not super impressed with the game. So, you know what? Nuketown 84 is pretty fantastic. I'm a big fan of the throwback there.
I don't agree. I just have never liked Nuketown, though. I think you probably are one then that liked Shoot House and such in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Shoot House and Shipment.
Yeah,
Is hella fun.
that makes sense.
Oh, that guy's got some body armor. Oh, we're playing with Cairo Baskin. I don't know if you realize that.
Carol Baskins.
I think someone just got like mauled in her. Oh, and Hillary Clinton. Wow.
All the stars here
Star-studded
with us today.
Star-studded members. Oh, you know what? Let's pull out the old Type 63. See what we can do.
Oh, we lost B.
We lost B.
Weren't you watching B? I thought you were watching B. No, I thought you were watching B.
I was, and then Hillary Clinton killed me. Well, of course, now that I say that, I'm gonna end up like on TMZ or something. You heard it here first. Hillary Clinton's killing people. Call of Duty.
That was the last kill before halftime. At 7:23 West Coast time, thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. So, with the Warner Brothers announcement that they're going to put out all of these movies in 2021 on HBO Max, you surprised to hear that from Variety's Todd Spangler? HBO Max ends free trial offer ahead of Wonder Woman 1984 coming out on Christmas Day for both the theaters and HBO Max. That seems suspicious. But I think,
They just happen to go together.
yeah, it's like this is kind of a hand-in-hand moment, right? HBO Max has been offered a free trial since May of 2020 when it launched, but that has killed off, likely to boost the numbers. And as that AMC PR statement said, I mean, this is clearly Warner Media's effort to get more people onto its service. I mean, we're basically in the middle of a streaming war, so.
Oh.
I would be curious to hear chat's favorite streaming services, because we talked about how Android users said that the Disney Plus app was the best app on Android, and Disney Plus was also the top Apple TV app, according to users in some of their recent survey type stuff. So
Outside of Netflix, at this point, it's probably the best pound for pound thing because they just offer that much. You figure you have all the Marvel stuff, you have all the Disney stuff, most of the Disney stuff. No offense to Netflix, but they're kind of outside of some of their original stuff. I think they're kind of lagging behind a little bit.
yeah, I mean, Disney obviously has such a head start with its content library, whereas Netflix is burning so much cash trying to bring in more content.
Where is C? Oh, there you are.
Oh my gosh, we are
In the corner is a C.
slaughtered. All right, I'm gonna go get A really quick since that's what we're spawning on.
Yep. I'm with you. Oh. That's not nice. Yeah, I mean Netflix has some good things, but that's not it's not Disney.
Someone's shooting from the Paramore somewhere.
Why can't I? Meow. I'm trying to take care of this. Oh, okay.
I guess-
Apparently, an RCXD does not take care of the sentry gun. Good to know.
Ah, I missed. So much napalm running the other way.
Oh, someone just ran through the napalm. Was that you? Nope.
I don't think so.
No, there was. Yeesh. I can't feel good.
It's gonna be hot, real hot.
Sentry's down.
I feel like my teammates covering me. Paramore. Oh, nope. Someone to the very left, underneath the balcony.
Speaking of Disney Plus, you're a Star Wars guy, right?
No,
Do you like
I'm
Star
not.
Wars?
Nope. Star Wars sci-fi stuff has really never ever taken my interest.
What do you like? Let me start with that.
I
like
that-
horror.
that
You
is
don't
a-
like Star Wars.
That is
fantasy.
a very good question. It does help narrow it down. I am very much a sports fan, and pretty much just like sports.
I get it.
And for the longest time, it had more to do with, like, I just didn't have enough time in the day to get into episodic TV, and that kind of changed when it became so easy to watch on a phone. But
Yeah.
I mean, to put it in perspective, you and I used to work in a call center together, and I watched all of Futurama while working at that call center. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would have ever seen any of that show. That gives a good perspective of how it works. So,
I just listen to Dan Patrick all the time.
yep, that was we worked there about a decade ago, and that was kind of really at the peak of the start of Dan Patrick's self-produced adventure. So, those were the addict days.
I feel like he's strayed a little bit from that Dan Patrick. He was great.
I love the Dan Patrick show. I like.
I haven't listened to it in a while.
Oh, I love the character development of the Dan Patrick show. It's so great because their whole thing is kind of what we're doing here, where it's like, so and so is this and so is that, and they always talk about this. Like, I'm not the Star Wars guy, I'm not the sci-fi guy, but then there's Sean, who's like the expert of everything. I mean, we got a guy on here who can fix electrical outlets and rebuild a floor while also, saving people's lives as a doctor. Like, I mean, it's just, he's like the expert of everything, and here we are talking about how we just can't fix anything. It's amazing to me that people have such range of talent. I love it.
I'm really good at breakfast.
Hey, I love breakfast. It's the best meal of the day.
I will say, while I'm not handy with my hands, cooking, I'm very good at the cooking. When I lived in Portland, I grew a real big affinity for sushi, and it's not the cheapest, so I learned how to cook it myself. So once a week we have sushi.
Smart.
So
How is that Indiana
someday
sushi?
I would like to have a suit. Wow, that sucked. I'd like to have a sushi food truck that I would like to drive around the country and spread the love of sushi.
How is the Indiana sushi?
It's there,
It's present.
as you can imagine. It's the middle of nowhere, so it's it's not terrible. It's just not Portland.
7:31 West Coast time, 10:31 on the East. It's Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. I am Ryan. He is Look It's Mike O. You can find him twitch.tv/Look It's Mike O. Streaming in the evenings. Go to MNF Pod on Twitter, and you can catch the Monsters and Friends podcast. For those who have never heard of Monsters and Friends, we mentioned season 3 coming out in January. What is the premise of the podcast?
You get to listen to me talk for from 30 to 45 minutes. So that's the biggest benefit of it. But also, it is a podcast dedicated to the lesser-known cryptids, legends, and lore of the world. Currently, we are in the midst of a North American road trip where we're visiting different states and talking about some of the legends and cryptids that are in those places, such as Bat Squatch or the the skunk ape from if you're from Florida. There's a skunk ape. I mean, there's just so many things out there that are incredible that they don't get the same kind of attention as like Bigfoot or Loch Ness or Mothman as they get. So we're trying to give them some love too.
And as you can see in the vertically oriented frame in which Look It's Maiko is, you can see part of a Sasquatch wearing a Christmas sweater. We'll full screen that someday, but for now, that is what you get. You get a tease, because no one should capture Bigfoot on video at all. Have you ever developed like a best conspiracy theory around Bigfoot?
I've heard of some really good ones. My favorite is that he's a trans-dimensional being that can disintegrate and appear on command, basically, and he just hops between dimensions, and he doesn't actually like live on Earth. He just kind of is visiting, I guess. So I don't know. I just think he's an animal. I think Bigfoot's a real, but I think it's like a deer. You know, like it's just some sort of animal that's out there in the woods. So nothing crazy. I don't think they're like building like a Walmart's or, you know, cooking super complicated meals or eating dead things and just doing their stuff. What else?
All right, it's Gaming Morning Show, 7:33 West Coast time, 10:33 on the East. Coming up, we have sports later in the hour. Earlier, we had our Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news. We will share those headlines with you again in the 8 o'clock hour. Chadwick Boseman is going to receive a posthumous honor at the 2020 Gotham Awards. Oh, words are so tough. It's so incredibly infuriating. You know, they really should just be easier, and everyone should be able to say them no matter what, with very little practice and such. So, anyway, he's going to get that at the Gotham Awards, receiving it because of his nomination for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Regardless of who wins the Best Actor category in which he's nominated, Boseman will still be honored at the ceremony. Lead actor will receive the annual awards actor tribute. This is according to The Hollywood Reporter. His fellow Ma Rainey's Black Bottom star Viola Davis will receive the actress tribute, the first time the Gotham Awards have honored two actors from the same film with a tribute. Again, that's Chadwick Boseman, who died a couple months ago at this point. He was in his 40s and died of cancer. Super sad. Super young. Let's do this. Let's give our top 10 list. We do this every 7 o'clock hour when we don't have an interview, which I haven't mentioned that with Jack showing up for the first time and balling on YouTube and everyone else who's followed us today, the Big Duke 81. We are trying to be very much an interview-based show, too. So we've had as many as 4 guests so far in a week. We have capacity to have up to 10, and we want to interview different people doing cool things in the world. We've had music creators for video games. We've had a high school student who's been part of the Stanford Multimedia Project and written articles for the student newspaper. We've had an author, an expert with a PhD in psychology, looking at the psychology of video games. And we've had charity stream promotion too. So there's been a whole bunch of stuff we've done on the show so far, but we're just getting started with Gaming Morning Show, as I think we're only in our 3rd month so far. But when we don't have a guest, we do our top 10 list. And today we're going to give you our Flixed.io list from Christopher Casper. These are the biggest streaming failures of all time. Our topic of the day centralized around Warner Brothers releasing all of its 2021 movie lineup on HBO Max, which could ensure that HBO Max is a streaming success. But what are some of the streaming failures out here? And Mike, you'll have to let me know if you've heard of any of these, because so far, just glancing at this list, I'm struggling. Let's see. The first paragraph reads, "There's no limit to the number of good ideas out there, at least good ideas that seemed good at the time." So here's the first one. Aereo, A-E-R-E-O, or it could be Aereo, I don't know, something like that. This says there's one problem with being clever about copyright law. Companies with more money than you have lawyers much cleverer than you. And that's apparently what happened to Aereo. This streaming service was a clever idea, leased a TV antenna and an internet-connected DVR to individual subscribers so they could watch live TV and record content over the internet. Aereo argued that their system gave each of its customers, quote-unquote, their own antenna and DVR. That was no different. Broadcasters disagree. They argue Aereo was no different from a cable company and should pay rebroadcast fees. Finally, the Supreme Court said the broadcasters were right, and Aereo filed for bankruptcy in 2014, sold its patents to TiVo.
Never heard of it. Don't know anything about it.
There was one company that I used to have a lot of use for. Did you ever have a Sling player, or did you hear of a Sling box?
I did have a Sling box for a while. Yes.
And that was one that I was always surprised never got nixed, because basically what it was doing is allowing you to hook up your paid-for TV box, whether it was satellite or cable or whatever, and then you could control it no matter where you were. But it stayed existing even to the point where Dish bought it. And Dish had it.
It's one of those weird things where I feel like they were just kind of happy to be out there, and it wasn't that big of a competitor at that point where it wasn't cutting into that much of their business. So they weren't as concerned about it, kind of like where AMC is very upset about the whole HBO Max thing because it's going to cut a pretty big portion of their business. And I think at this point with Slingbox, they were like, meh, pennies.
Yeah. I mean, I think worst case, they're helping you lose out on an extra satellite dish receiver or something that you pay $5 for that was going in a different room or something.
Exactly.
Like
It's not worth the litigation to get, Grandma Jack's box away from her or whatever.
The next one on this list is VidAngel. VidAngel was launched with the goal of helping families watch movies and TV shows, but without all the sex, cussing, and violence.
Oh. Okay.
That's all you had to remove.
Just a quick cursory search. The title is automatically skip unacceptable scenes. So
that actually could be kind of handy though. Like you could hit a button
that
and
would
it would take you out of that.
I would pay for that because there's nothing worse than watching like what you think is a great movie with your kids, and like teenagers, not like 5-year-olds, but like
Sure.
you're sitting there, you're like watching Game of Thrones or something, and then suddenly there's one of those scenes, and you're like, oh, what the heck? So yeah,
Sorry, Dad didn't know. Dad knew.
it's dope. Sorry, kids.
OnLive launched a subscription-based cloud gaming service. This was back in 2010, so we have things now like Stadia and such. OnLive executives finally gave up on this other service in 2015 when it sold its intellectual property to Sony, which was used to strengthen the PlayStation Now service. But OnLive really struggled to get anyone to join. It only hosted 1,600 concurrent users, despite the company's claim that it had 1.5 million active users. The idea was the game would instead run on the company side servers, letting players stream video of gameplay on any device. Maybe it just OnLive was ahead of its curve and didn't have the technological power to get it done.
Yeah, that's more than likely just what it was. Some things happen just a little bit too early, and that seems like it may have been one of those things.
This is a list of failed streaming services, specifically the headline from Flixed.io. These are the biggest streaming failures of all time. The next one on the list, CISO. NBC Universal launched a comedy-centric service back in 2016 called CISO, and it was designed to be $3.99 a month and give you things that it had, like Monty Python's Flying Circus and Saturday Night Live, but it just couldn't compete with Netflix's massive investment in stand-up comedy. It had fewer than 1 million subscribers, and several of its original series now found homes elsewhere. The second season, for example, of Harmon Quest, granted this was back in 2017, this list was written, premiered on VRV. Hulu picked up There's Johnny, which is set backstage at The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. There have also been some failed original programming. It just highlights some shows like Death Note on Netflix, Crisis and Six Scenes on Amazon. And I think that that's going to continue to happen because of all the original programming that these places are pumping out. But yeah, that's Christopher Casper's list on Flixed.io. I will throw a link to that list in the chat.
I was one of the CISO subscribers.
You had it?
Yeah, there was a show. It was actually, you could get it on in the Xbox store, and I first saw something called a bajillion dollar properties. Uh-oh. You're gonna hear my dogs freak out because the UPS guy just dropped.
Oh no, danger!
Christmas present. So. But yeah, there was a show called Bajillion Dollar Properties, which was one of those like takes on the Property Brothers and the House Hunters and all that kind of stuff, and it was funny. And there was a couple of other small shows, but it wasn't. Yeah, they just didn't have as much stuff as was available for other things. But I mean, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
I get lost in like HGTV, and I think that's ironic considering how not handy I am and not eager to pursue any home renovation projects whatsoever. But I could watch that damn channel for hours, so I probably would have been into it.
That's like on all the time. My wife watches it forever, and then once a year they do the whole like win a dream house thing, and she's like, "We could totally win this." And like, yeah, okay. I don't think that's real.
There was one in Gig Harbor, Washington, which is just between Seattle and Tacoma, really. And it would have been awesome. But then I read all the horror stories. Apparently, the dream house is really hard to actually keep because when you get a dream house, you have to pay taxes on the cost of a dream house. And so most dream house winners, according to the research I did on the internet, looks like they're unable to really keep it because they can't afford the year-to-year taxes on it, which is super infuriating, I'm sure. So, yeah.
I can see that.
If you have AirPods and you've had issues with them switching between devices, there is a way to switch them off. This is according to Apple Insider's William Gallagher. What you can do is go into the Bluetooth settings on iOS, and with your AirPods or AirPods Pro connected, tap the I button next to their name and scroll down to connect to this phone or iPad, and tap to select when last connected to this phone or iPad and tap back. Apparently that's something that has kind of been plaguing the world of AirPods, and it apparently is one of the easiest fixes. You just have to be able to remember to hit the little I button. I started using non-AirPods because I didn't want to spend the money for AirPods, but I have wireless Bluetooth headphones, and that is one of the more annoying things is when I have my iPad in one room, but it was the last thing that I used, and I go to listen to them on my phone, and I turn them on, and it's like connected to my iPad, and I have to go out there. I mean, life is so tough sometimes. Am I right, Mike? Oh,
First
my
world
gosh.
problems.
I
right?
know, seriously.
Some kids are like, I can't get water, and here we are like, oh, my iPod, my
Yep.
AirPods are connected to the wrong of my 7 devices.
Nobody knows the problems I face.
Ain't that the truth?
But no, it is. I love the wireless, the Bluetooth headphones, especially like doing things like washing dishes and stuff. Oh my gosh, so helpful.
Well, I discovered one of the things that I use them all the time for work because I'm constantly driving around, and in Indiana it's illegal to use to like hold a head to hold your phone. So those things were great, but I had like the ones that were on your neck with the cord, like with the wire and whatnot. Especially now with like going to stores where you have a mask on. Like if you wear that and you're trying to talk to people or people are talking to you, trying to like you get caught up in the mask. And so with the wireless ones now, it makes that super simple. Again, first world problems, but it was really annoying.
Yeah, I've never really loved the in-car Bluetooth, so I've really liked using headphones instead in the car.
Yeah, those are terrible because someone's like, are you in a tunnel? You're like, no, my heat is on. Like, oh, so you want people to hear you gotta like freeze, or sweat. Yeah.
All I can
Someday maybe they'll come up with some quality in-car stuff. But
think of when you
that day
said
is not
that
today.
is the heat is on. What are we talking about? That song came to mind. Oh my gosh, what a throwback. I'll tell you what, we've been playing way better teams in Domination lately.
I just like when people play Domination and not Team Deathmatch in Domination.
Within Domination, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I know me winning has no bounds on anything in life, but I'd still like to win.
Thank you for being here for this job interview, Mike. Can you tell me your qualifications? Well, when I play Domination, I actually try to win the game.
Yeah. I like the dubs. Oh, I pushed too far in the air. I'm gonna back out a little bit. That's one of my chief complaints is the size of these maps. It's really easy to be like, oh no. Now I'm here.
Yeah, the one Armada Strike, the ship one, that one's way too big for domination. Although they did shrink
Yes.
it. They did shrink it for the purposes of like just traditional domination, so that's good.
We're gonna have people spawning behind us. Just so you know. We've got a couple of teammates over there in the A getting some kills. I also don't like how I can't climb on everything in this game. Half of my enjoyment in Warzone is randomly climbing on things.
What is Wubs? Oh, Dubs. I see. He's looking at probably like Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Ah! Die. Please.
Never mind. I failed at that. Strike it from the record. We have the Gaming Morning Show stenographer taking that out as we speak, so don't worry. How do I not have a trophy system back yet? There it is, of course. Of course.
Oh, artillery strike. That's not good.
That's fine.
Unless it's ours.
Nah, it's fine. They'll never hit us. Nah, we're good. Everything's fine.
Whee! Oh, that was cool. That's got an aerial RCXD kill.
Did you say
Went
aerial?
right up and over the guy. Yeah, I went right up and over the guy, over the dude, and there you go. Oh, okay. I guess we're taking A as well. I like A. A is fun. It's a very symmetrical letter.
Oh, I thought I had him. Good morning, Hofbrew. Thanks for being here on Gaming Morning Show. Missed you for sure. In case you missed the news of the day, HBO Max is going to have all of the Warner Brothers movies for the 2021 lineup. So stick around if you have HBO Max, or if, let's say, you hypothetically have someone's login to an HBO Max. In theory, as Maiko gets the highlight of the game, the first half. Nice work. Then you'll have access to things like Matrix and all of the other sequels and or remakes that are coming out for HBO Max.
Why make regular movies when you can just make lots of sequels and remakes?
Hey, you gotta have sure things. I mean, that's the wave of the future right there.
Pretty much. That's unfortunately true.
All right, stick around. Sports coming up after this game. We're playing a little Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War with Look It's Maiko from Twitch.
Hey. You'd think they're probably gonna do one of those like hard caps on sign-ins though, then, huh? Where you can only sign into like 4 devices or 2 devices at once.
Oh yeah, like the way that Disney Plus works.
Yeah.
Because Disney Plus, I think, even has a hard cap on the amount of devices that can even be connected in the first place.
Yeah.
Because I know
think
that
we I have 2, and I think that's where it is for them.
I need more ammo. Yeah, we have Disney Plus on our TV. I don't know how it got there. It just automatically signs us in. It's kind of weird. I don't know how that happened. But we can't have it on our phone because otherwise we're using the device cap.
Yeah. I have it on my my computer and then on the TV. And I have it on my computer just because I watch The Mandalorian while I play or while I work. It's fun to have things on in the background.
What you're saying is you could watch the whole season of Futurama if you wanted to whilst working?
I could. I've started watching The Purge, which was well, I guess it was a show on the USA Network. And there's only 2 seasons made of it before it was canceled, but it's a pretty good show.
Is it related to the movie franchise?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's on Hulu. If you would like to sponsor the Gaming Morning Show, Hulu, feel free.
Not a sponsor yet. That's a dude dad line that I absolutely love. That's a great channel on Facebook and probably Instagram and all the other platforms now. Maybe YouTube, I don't know.
Oh boy. That was a big explosion.
Man, this is just like the last game that we played where with Sean and me, where all of a sudden everyone used all of their kill streaks at the very end of the game.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that, but it happens, I guess.
It'd be easier if it didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Hofbrew's gonna start charging people who mooch off his HBO Max login, which is ironic because he's basically subleasing his HBO Max login.
But HBO, we would never actually do that, so don't find us.
I'm
Not
surprised.
that they're watching the gaming morning show.
I'm
but-
surprised how long they've been doing, like Netflix has allowed that to happen. It just, I would have thought that at some point it would have got shut down.
I think I have Netflix on like 9 different things. I pay for 4, I think is what it is. But yeah, I mean they can't really. I think on the when you sign in it says you can have like 4 concurrent things, but I definitely have more than 4.
Yeah, actually get my care package. I bet it's going to be a spy plane. Oh, no, it's a turret. That's not bad. That might help us a little bit over here.
Oh, Semtex. Oh, they're on A as well.
Okay, well, that was fast. I put my sentry turret down where I thought would be a good spot, and it was immediately destroyed. So don't put it there.
The dunes is a great place to put it.
Oh, way out in the sand.
Yeah. Oh, there's a helicopter. One of my friends always runs air patrol, which is great, especially for those aerial devices.
What's air control?
It blows up anything in the air.
Automatically?
Yep. Well, it's like planes flying in, and like blows up the helicopters and so on and so forth. It's a kill streak or a score streak or whatever they call it.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm blind and dead.
So do we have a chopper gunner fighting off their chopper gunner?
I don't think so. I think Ooh, there's smoke. Who loves smoke?
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's my nickname.
Yeah, they have B just locked down.
They also they've called in literally every... Oh, there we go. I got a sentry turret. That might help. Oh, no, bomb. No armor. Alright, let's see. We'll go with this guy.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, this game can definitely be fun, but it can also be very frustrating.
Well, I do like that it's still challenging. Like we had a really
Yeah.
good run. Like Sean and I were probably somewhere in like the 18-2, start to our domination time. And I like the fact that, we keep playing and it's getting harder. Like nothing is less fun for me than when you keep playing the same game and you're just constantly winning over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's good because we keep losing over and over.
Yeah,
and over
Culty,
again.
you have a good weekend too, and I want to thank you for one very specific thing, Culty Vibes. Thank you for also not being handy. So when I ask that question, you're not like, "Oh yeah, no, I can totally build a house in like 3 weeks." So whatever. So I always am thankful for the people who are just as not handy as me because it makes me realize that I'm not crazy. Thank you. You're the best. All right,
Are
everyone.
you
Wait.
crafty?
Crafty too. Yeah, I'm not crafty. At all.
Oh, okay, you're not crafty.
All right, everyone wave goodbye to Culty Vibes in the chat. Thanks for being here on Gaming Morning
Bye,
Show.
Culty.
Facebook, Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. I am Ryan. That is Look, It's Myko on the other side of the screen. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. We appreciate having you here for the both hours today, too, which is neat because you were able to guest host on Tuesday, and we only had you for the 7 o'clock hour, so that's pretty exciting to me. Let's see. Warner Brothers announcing it'll debut all of its 2021 films on HBO Max. Today is National Cookie Day, Faux Fur Day, National Dice Day, National Sock Day, National Bartender Day, International Cheetah Day, and Cab Franc Day. If you want to have fuzzy dice that are made out of faux fur, you are also welcome to do that, since today is both Faux Fur Day and National Dice Day. So, there you go.
Interesting. So it was National Ice Day?
National Dice Day.
Oh, dice.
Yeah.
Say it's a little early for Ice Day.
When is Ice Day?
I don't know. It should be in like January or February, right?
When it's actually technically winter.
One of the cold ones.
I've always had a disconnect where I've realized that I think winter should be officially in December, and I realize that it starts later this month. But it just seems to me that like all of December should be in the winter. Like the winter months should be December, January, and February. That's my brain. So.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's very fair. Because it's cold. It's cold right now.
I will work on getting the powers that decide those things to just automatically change it based
Cool,
on
yeah. If you could like text them or call them, email, something like that.
based on a GMS host's wish. That would be amazing. So, all right, it is 7:57 West Coast time and 10:57 on the East. Let's give you our sports headlines. Coastal Carolina on Wednesday realized that the most significant home game in its history, according to the Associated Press, is in serious jeopardy. The 14th ranked Coastal Carolina football team was ready to face number 25 Liberty in an unexpected top 25 matchup that persuaded ESPN to send College Game Day to Conway, South Carolina for the first time, but COVID-19 had crept into the Liberty program. So now Coastal Carolina will play BYU, and they're going to head out to South Carolina to play on short notice. I want to say that game took less than 48 hours to either find, or BYU is going out there in less than 48 hours to kick off, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah. No spectators at the Rose Bowl for the college football playoff semifinal on January 1st. That was announced because of restrictions imposed by the state of California. Anthony Davis is going to be in L.A. quite a while. 5-year contract, $190 million to return to the Los Angeles Lakers. And last but not least, Luke Garza scored 35 points. Number 3, Iowa State unbeaten, a 99-58 win over Western Illinois in one of several and many college basketball games that are going on right now. Don't really have anything else that I want to share this morning. So that'll be your sports for this Friday, December 4th, 2020.
$190 million.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Over 5 years, though. Good. So,
Oh. That's all. That cuts it quite a bit.
When you annualize it, it looks like a big number, but
taxes.
Yeah, I mean it is California, so
that's insane.
Hey, he won a championship though. He put another banner up in the stands of the Staples Center, so us Lakers supporters can't be too upset, right?
Us Lakers supporters, he says.
Yep.
All right. I'll take it. Whatever.
Let's go, Lake Show. All right, next hour we will have a community game. So if you're hanging out with us for the first time, again, big thanks to RHS Jack for following us on Twitch. Same with the Big Duke 81, Calba 117. We appreciate you stopping by. We will go ahead and do our community games coming up this hour if we have quorum. We'll do some Google Feud autocompletes, or we'll do some trivia. Either way, we'll have a good time. We'll also have our gaming morning show, Morning Gaming Renews, where we take a look at the headlines of the video gaming day. That is Look, it's Mike O. I am Ryan. More Gaming Morning Show coming up next hour. It is Friday, December 4th, 2020. Thanks for being with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
I feel so alive, so cool, so fine, alright. You know it's good, I have a good, good feeling at night. I feel so alive, so cool, so fine, alright. You know it's good, I have a good, good feeling at night. I feel so alive, so cool, so fine, alright. You know it's good, I have a good, good feeling at night. I feel so alive, so cool, so fine, alright. You know it's good, I have a good, good feeling at I feel so alive, so cool, so fine, alright. You know it's good, I have a good, good feeling at night. I feel so alive, so cool, so fine, alright. You know it's good, I have a good, good feeling at night.
Morning, gamer! It is Friday, December 1st, 2020. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. I am Ryan. That is Look, It's Myco from twitch.tv. Look, It's Myco. And big thanks to the shout out on Twitter from Monsters and Friends podcast. Season 3 is coming out. Mike O and the crew continue to tell amazing stories at MNF Pod on Twitter. I am Ryan. It is 8:07 on the West Coast and 11:07 on the East. Final hour of the entire week, and we've been talking about how Warner Brothers is going to heave-ho all of the movies for 2021 out to HBO Max. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. If you missed Kratos in Fortnite, this is the first time that we've ever seen a PlayStation character on Switch. Wink. 1,500 V-Bucks. Did you ever play Fortnite? Because I never could build, and so it was like, this game is going to take entirely too much effort for me, so I just kind of stopped.
I like shooting. I'm not. Yeah, the fact that like I've watched my 16-year-old son play it before, and he like the way he can build and then shoot and then move and then everything else. There's too much there. Like I run and I shoot, and that's kind of the extent of what I'm able to do simultaneously.
You're like, that's the best I can do.
Yeah.
Fair.
Can't do the rest of it. I mean, it looks neat. You know, I've tried a few times, but it's just nope.
I like watching it. I think the event that they had the other day was really fun to watch, and so I think my biggest enjoyment from Fortnite is watching the different events that are going on. But for the most part, the game, especially on controller, like I think that would be the game that would get me to switch over to like keyboard and mouse to really try. But I've never really figured out how to do that.
It's the two hands working like separately thing, like in two complete different areas. No.
So I got some good news. Your consistency with the level is coming through better. If you can find a way to send me a little bit more, that would be awesome. Whether you have a mixer or in the settings of Discord, bump up your input probably about by 20 if you have that much space, and I'll adjust to you, and we'll figure it out. We also told you, sadly though, as the same time that this news of the HBO Max release of all these brand new movies, they're going to get rid of the free trial. So if you hadn't signed up for your free trial yet of HBO Max, probably now is the time to do it. Wonder Woman 1984 is going to come out Christmas Day. Other movies that they have ready to go is The Matrix 4, the Dune remake, In the Heights from Lin-Manuel Miranda, The Suicide Squad, Space Jam, and New Legacy, which I did not know was the name of that, and I think they should have just went Space Jam 2, and The Many Saints of Newark, among others. This is according to Todd Spangler of Variety. Oh no, now I lost you completely. There we are. Okay.
Matrix, but I don't.
So whatever you just did now is so there's some gate or something that's making you so that not all your audio is coming through.
There we go.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. We'll just go with that. That sounds pretty good. What were you gonna say, Matrix?
We'll mess with it later. Just with the I could have done after the first Matrix. The second one was okay, and they probably could have ended there. A fourth one, not really sure.
Hey Nintendo, good morning. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. We've had a fun day. RHS Jack has stopped by. The Big Duke 81 has followed as well. It's been fun. We're talking about all these computer-related, or not computer-related, streaming service-related topics. HBO Max with their free trial. We went through the top 10 list of failed streaming services. But stick around. What we'll do in 15 minutes from now, we will go ahead and play some community games. We'll have you help us with some Google autocompletes, which could be fun. The only other news piece that I had for everybody is a new series that will star Jada Pinkett Smith. It's going to be called Red Zone. It's an upcoming drama. It'll be on Netflix, produced by Westbrook Studios, according to Brett Lang and Matt Donnelly of Variety. It's a story based on Tia Maggie, a single mother who helps her sons and their high school football teammates, the Bros, heal after the murder of their best friend, Dominic Red. One by one, the boys start moving into her house, and soon 17 of the Bros are living under her roof. Eventually, all of them go to college. 4 make it to the NFL. McGee's son, Brandon McGee, became a linebacker for the Browns and Buccaneers and was later drafted by the Boston Red Sox to play outfield. The film will be dedicated... Oh, I said series. This is going to be a film. The film will be dedicated to Red's memory. That sounds like a good story.
Interesting. Yeah, it might be worth a watch, but I don't really know.
I mean, Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm a Will Smith stan.
She's good.
So
She's pretty good.
pretty much anything she's in, I'm on board with.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. She is a great actress. I will say that.
All right.
Personal life a little strange, but professionally, okay, top notch.
Hey, the Red Table Talks have been good, but they've been revealing as well. So very interesting.
Revealing is definitely a word we can use.
I'll just be listening in. Busy morning. Hey, no worries, Nintendo. We are designed as a radio show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and YouTube to be a listenable experience. You can let me know how that goes. Otherwise, we're just playing Call of Duty Modern Black Ops Warfare.
Modern Black House Warfare. I like it.
We're playing COD Bakwa this morning. That's what I need to say.
What is it? Bakos. I don't see. I can't. Whatever.
COD Bakwa.
Yeah,
there's like a missing A sound at the end of that though. I guess you can include war and do WA. So
World of War was the best though, because you just say wow. COD wow. You know, like all right, wow.
How good is your memory when it comes to the COD games? Like, do you remember specific levels and specific things about each one?
Honestly, no. I haven't played. I stopped the Black Ops after 2 because I wasn't a fan of kind of moving forward from there. So I have no recollection of Black Ops after the second one. And then the other one's just, I mean, a vague remembrance, but not anything crazy.
Here I go to save the day. Someone put fire in my way.
Oh, we got a guy over there.
There's a guy over there.
Oh. Oh.
There's a guy over there, and he's gonna try to shoot me.
Yeah, I don't know why I say over there, because it's not like you can see my my eyes.
It's because we are one.
To your left. Losing Charlie, but I like Charlie.
Charlie was
He's
my
a
best
nice
friend,
guy.
man. Oof. Man, they are definitely trying to take points. Okay, let's be a little more intentional. I was still messing with audio things and all sorts of stuff, so.
Get out of my spawn. There's definitely one or two in the C spawn, so. Oh, we're playing with the real Will Smith.
Hey, speaking of which,
Jada Pinkett Smith, that's crazy.
I'm super
Sir, we
excited
love-
for your wife's new show, new film.
Will Smith, how do you feel about this?
He must be busy.
Yeah, just getting killed in the spawn again.
Man, this is a.
Oh, spawned on A.
Yeah, I am too. I'm with you. My teammate tried to shoot her.
So reiterate the that show again with Jada. It's a lady. She's helping her kids and their football team.
She's helping her sons and their high school football team, ultimately taking in 17 of the team in her house to live with them.
So it's like The Blind Side, but on a larger scale.
That's fair.
Oh gosh, that movie is wonderful. I could watch The Blind Side all day. How are we losing Charlie? Ah, getting shot.
I finally got a guy, but it took me so long that his teammates came and were like, "This guy's getting annoying," and they ambushed me.
Of course we are.
We had the same idea. Ran square into the face of one another. How is it? Man, they keep getting everything. I like how it shows the contribution that you provided to the capturing of a point. It's like you helped a little bit. You helped a lot.
Oh, halftime! Thank God.
Well, holy cow, yeah, we have not been dominated that way for quite some time. Holy cow.
Yeah. No, we Oh, it was one. No objectives, no score, no nothing for disconnected.
You could almost say that disconnected is disconnected.
Yeah, that's all right.
There's Ryan literally
Smith got to play
explaining the
game.
joke.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, after this
Will
game,
Smith.
we'll play some Google Feud. We'll play some community games.
Secure the objective.
Whoop.
Hostile care package inbound.
I'm gonna go get B.
Taking
Whoa.
Alpha.
I missed the stairs.
Enemy Alpha
Ooh.
secure. Taking B.
we're just exchanging frag and grenade kills up there.
Hostile counter spy plane established
I have 2 trophies, so if we can get...
Oh, behind us.
Oh,
In
that
the
was a
bees.
bad trophy throw.
Oh no!
Just missed.
I just want to be friends. Man. They pushed B like crazy. Well, got somebody up there.
enemy care package above.
Okay. I have very much B in control now.
Oh. Oh.
Losing Bravo. Hostile sentry.
Oh, they pushed us a big wave again. They're very good at that.
Enemy has Bravo. Hostiles took out one of your trophy systems.
I'm on fire.
Securing B.
Interested in getting C then.
He destroyed my sentry turret. That is not kind, sir.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
There's a SAM turret in there. In the plane.
Napalm strike inbound.
Seems kind of ironic.
Don't you think?
C secure.
It's like rain.
Enemy care package above.
On your wedding day. It's like a green light when you're already late.
Lost A. Multiple hostile
What about that
spy
good
planes
advice, though?
detected.
Look, I've been given a lot of really crappy advice by people. I'm not gonna take all of it.
Multiple hostile sentry turrets working your AO.
Oof.
Hostile artillery targeting active.
Is,
Oh,
oh,
good.
is the sentry turret in the plane?
Incoming artillery.
Spawn. Killed in the spawns. Real Will Smith is getting jiggy with it on my head.
Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
Will Smith has killed me 4 times now. Eh, take that, Will Smith.
Oh my gosh.
Parents of the world ain't nothing but trouble.
It's a nightmare on my street.
Nightmare. I want to fight Mike Tyson.
Taking B. Hostile spy plane established overhead. B secure. Hostile sentry turret active.
This plane used to be better in the summertime. I don't think we're gonna have a chance to come back unless somebody goes and gets A too.
Oh, he got me. Whoa. Where am I getting shot from? They're in our spawn again.
Yeah, we're not gonna get A. Just throwing my care package and hoping it actually comes through this time. I don't really know where to throw it because it looks like there's a roof over our head. But then the other ones that I've thrown, yeah, so that one looks like it's gonna get through. It did.
Ooh. I was almost killed by a package.
We lost Bravo.
Stockholm.
Authorizing artillery operations.
Oh, there we go.
Bravo.
B should be clear.
Dropped artillery on A.
Ish.
Desperate measures. Have to take this.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one.
We tried though.
It was a worth. Oh, I got blown up. It was a worthy effort. If it wasn't for disconnected.
Defeat.
Oh, that was like the best grenade ever. The end there too.
We're a bunch of losers. So sad.
Ooh.
All right,
The,
those are some colorful pistols. 8:25 on the West Coast. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. He is Look It's Mike. Oh, I am Ryan. We are on Twitter. You can find him and his podcast, Monsters and Friends, MNF Pod. On Twitter, I am Hefty Goof, and you can find GMS at Watch GMS. It is time for community games. If you would like to play along with us, well, we would like you to be here as well. Go ahead and jump in the chat. We are going to do some Google autocomplete via googlefeud.com, and this is the way it works: is we're going to use real autocomplete searches, and we have to guess the multiple choice version of each of these. Let's see. I think I have this set up correctly where we can still see you. Oh, I can see, you look like Wilson from Home Improvement. I can see from your nose up to the top of your glasses.
I don't see anything else.
Well, no, I'm gonna fix everything. It's just funny. All right. Let's see. One other person. I click on this one, and then I go like this, and I take you down that way, and then I bring you up. There you go. Now you look great. You just look like $1 million there.
Wrong show.
All right, Google Feud time. Our Google Feud autocomplete is poems about blank. Poems about blank. And this one has poems about friendship, poems about hope, poems about love, poems about depression, and poems about nature. And what we have to do is we have to guess which one is the actual top Google autocomplete for this search. It's poems about friendship, hope, love, depression, and nature. We're going to give you a minute to throw yours into the chat. Timer is going, and we will take the best answer and try that one first. Eventually, too, we might have some trivia coming up later in the show. If you missed any of our This Day in Gaming history, this was the day that the Pippin was announced by Apple Computer. Had you ever heard of the Pippin?
Nope, I have never heard of the Pippin. I'm actually gonna Google it because it makes Apple Bandai Pippin.
All right, I'm going to throw this back in the chat too because Sean had looked it up earlier. Culty coming through with that controller looks like if you threw it, it would come back to you.
Wow, yeah, no, look at that thing. Good gravy. I have never seen that before. That is, wow. That was a worthy effort, you know. Yeah, no, I think they took the L on that one because that's no bueno.
That was not.
My vote is love, by the way, on this one.
All right,
on
so
the Google autocorrect.
All right, poems about love is the correct answer because
Hey!
Maiko is a poet about love. He just didn't know.
That is true. I am a published poet.
All right, this next one is Google Feud. Is it cool to watch anime, wear glasses, be left-handed, vape, or wear socks with sandals? I heard that the world around socks and sandals actually changed a few years back to the point where it was cool
It is
to wear.
cool. My 16-year-old does it all the time. Yep.
When did that change? This is why I can't keep up with the world of fashion. It's just too difficult.
Well, Pat, did you see the one of the new trends now too is new dads dressing like 90s dads with like the white sneakers and the long socks and the tucked in collared shirt. That's apparently coming back in. That's wonderful. Yeah.
All right, get your answers in. Is it cool to watch anime, wear glasses, be left-handed, vape, or wear socks with sandals? I tuck almost all of my shirts in except when I leave the house, and then I don't. All right, look, it's Maiko is gonna say vape. I will throw that
Same
one out
vape.
there. Yeah, number 4 on the list. My best guess was wear glasses. That's number 6. So we're down to watch anime, be left-handed, and wear socks with sandals. I actually think anime is going to be up there, but I'm going to let you guess because we have 4 strikes, so you can be wrong. On this
Terrible
one.
would the left-handed be?
I
Is
mean,
it cool to be left-handed
it is if you're a Major League Baseball pitcher for sure.
or first baseman?
Oh, that's true.
Right.
A
No,
lot of first
not a
basemen are
first baseman.
left-handed too. All right, which one do you want?
Let's go with anime.
Anime was number 9, so that was actually the lowest. I was surprised to see that. Okay, I think people have to search this to be sure because it seems counterintuitive to what I knew. I'm gonna guess wear socks
Yeah.
with sandals. That is the number one on the list. Left-handed was number 7 on that list.
Is this a search from like 1998?
Possibly.
Does it say when the searches are from? Cause what?
All right. This one I've seen before because this actually became a topic of the day, but months ago at this point. So I don't know where the ranking is, but the Google search starts with polar bears are blank. So here are the choices: not white, going extinct, not going extinct, black, or threatened by. Not white, going extinct, not going extinct, black, or threatened by. You have 27 seconds to get your answers into the chat. We're playing googlefeud.com's multiple choice. This one is the easier one. We sometimes play the one where we have to start typing in answers. I will say one more this day in gaming history that I really liked. Did you ever play the Donkey Kong Country games?
No, not really. Actually, I have not played very many of those.
Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest came out this day in 1995. All right, I'm going to let you go first. What do you want? Polar bears are not white, going extinct, not going extinct, black, or threatened by?
I'm gonna go with the counterintuitive one. So I'm gonna go with black. That they're black.
That is the number one answer, and here's where this comes.
Really?
Yes, so this is where it comes from. Underneath
Gotcha.
the white fur, the
Yeah,
polar bear is black.
their skin is black.
Yes.
It's like a
Yes.
dog. A lot of dogs, their skin is black as well.
All right, nice work. You were on that one for us on Gaming Morning
so
Show.
the secret is to go to the counterintuitive one.
I
Gotcha.
mean, if you think about it, this is what people
It
are
makes sense.
searching. So, yeah. All right, our next one is Google Feud. Does the moon have blank? Does the moon, not the mood, the moon have blank? An atmosphere, an axis, a magnetic field, volcanoes, or wind? An atmosphere, an axis, a magnetic field, volcanoes, or wind? We'll make this one our last Google autocomplete search. You have 30 seconds to get your answer in. I will tell you that Mario Kart 7 came out this day for the Nintendo 3DS. Far Cry 3 2012 came out for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Mario Kart 7 was the year before in 2011. And 2003, Gran Turismo 4 Prologue version out for PS5. The game included about 50 cars and 5 race courses. 2003, Nintendo released 1080 Avalanche.
Mario Kart is the only racing game that I play.
I love Mario Kart. Mario Kart's such a fun game, and that one can span generations. It's also a game where like I'll play with the Wii that we have, and my 5-year-old and 9-year-old will have moments where they're doing great and I'm struggling, and then I'll go through and win like 4 races in a row. So I kind of like the fact that like the playing field is level.
Yeah, no, my 8 and 13-year-old aren't very good at it, so it makes me feel like a dominant king.
I am the
Pound my
greatest.
chest.
All right,
The conspiracy theory things, I'm gonna go with wind.
all right, we're gonna go.
Does the moon have wind?
Does the moon have wind from Maiko? That is number 10 on the list. Number 10. I'm going to go, does the moon have an axis? Because that's something that I would search. It was number 8. So far we're pretty low on the Google Feud spectrum.
Let's do the first one. Do the atmosphere.
All right, here we go. Does the
My daughter's
moon
learning about atmosphere.
does the moon have an atmosphere? That is number 1. Mike O comes through and gets us to 20,000 points on Google Feud.
Yes, but I'll take it.
I'm so proud of you. Nintendo says Mario Kart is superb, but I just started playing Forza Horizon 4. It's very, very awesome. That's a double very from Nintendo. Have you heard of
Yeah.
Forza?
I've heard of it. I've never played it. Like I said, I'm not a big racing fan. The last racing game that I played that wasn't Mario Kart was like it was a NASCAR game on my dad's laptop in 2001. It was like NASCAR Heat or something. It was not very good.
Hey, Nintendo, are you getting that from the Game Pass? Curious. This is for Forza Horizon 4 2018 racing game. It has a fictionalized representation of areas of Great Britain, the 11th installment of the Forza series. So isn't my understanding is Forza is the Microsoft exclusive counterpart to Gran Turismo, correct? That seems right to me.
Maybe I'll give that a shot.
Yep, Nintendo's giving me a thumbs up on it. It's from the Game Pass. So if you're subscribed to...
I have the Game Pass, so might as well give it a shot and see what happens.
Do you have any of the next-gen consoles?
No, I tried to get the Series X, but it sold out in like negative 45 minutes. So yeah, I lost. And honestly, too, I don't think I didn't want to buy the first version because from what I understand, there's some issues. So some heating stuff and some other yummity yums. So I'm gonna wait, maybe February.
Yeah, it's always
March,
like
tax time. You know, well, let's do that. When tax time comes, I will not tell my wife. I'll tell her I'm buying
an air purifier.
Air purifier, and I will.
Yeah, so an open world racer.
Capturing the objective.
Is there like a story to it, or is it like you just race? Because I like story games. Like FIFA. I don't play FIFA for fun. I play the story mode in FIFA.
Oh, where you
Then when
like
I'm
take
done, I
someone
probably
through the
never-
ranks or something like that.
Yeah, I don't like online. This is the only online gaming I really do. Because I'm not generally very good at those other games.
I think the only reason I was lucky was because I wanted the small. So far, it's been great. No heat problems. Oh yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no heating issues so far for the Xbox.
Oh, snipers.
They have-
I'm shocked. There's snipers in the dunes.
Do they have good eyes?
I've never seen that before.
Throwing grenade.
No one's ever sniped before.
Well, so far B is quiet.
Losing Alpha. Right.
Oh, now he shows up.
Your trophy system has been destroyed.
Where'd you go, Chief?
All right, I'm running back to
see
A.
you. Oh. Oh, I spawned on B.
Wow, so they have a split going on. I'm gonna try to get C really quick. I don't have anything that's good for hip firing other than the shotgun, but I only have 7 rounds in it, so
Yeah, not good with the hip firing at all.
Listen,
Wait for me.
it took me till yesterday's show just to even modify one of my classes, so I'm a little bit behind, if you will.
Trophy online.
Oh, good, that's ours. I was very concerned.
Throwing grenade.
If only I had a counter spy plan. Is anyone back there? Oh, there, finally someone showed up. That was the quietest B has ever been in the history of this map.
That was the quietest what?
B has ever been.
Well, it's because everyone's back at A.
Why?
Half their team is spawning. Or not spawning, sniping. Oh, my thing blew up. Took too long.
Yeah, they definitely are focused on something over there.
Also see a
Oh, I fell off. That's unfortunate. Ooh.
They have a trophy system over towards A.
There's someone over there.
Waypoint marked.
Hostile spy plane established overhead. Losing B.
Oh. Finally have to worry about the objective again. I just missed.
Arg.
He's a pirate. He's a sand pirate right now.
Ah.
Keep it tight.
Schnuckers.
I'm worried. I'm worried. It's bad people. I just missed too much. It's the GMS gaming hour. Luckily, we got a big lead. Ah, the trophy system?
Popping smoke.
Oh, halftime. Yeah.
All right, it's 8:40 on Gaming Morning Show. He's Mike O. I am Ryan. Thanks for being with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Coming up after this game, we'll have our Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming re-news, a re-look at some of the headlines from our first hour with you, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, on all of those platforms. We told you yesterday, this is what Mike was referring to earlier, how somebody sold the PlayStation 5 from underneath their husband. Basically, a man in Taiwan had tried to convince his wife that the new PlayStation 5 that arrived at their home was actually an air purifier. The wife, already upset with the amount of video games that her husband has been playing, ended up selling it. And the best quote from the story, I think it was from the Taiwan News, is the person who bought it said, quote, "It was the least expensive PlayStation 5 I had found."
He totally should have just said it was a modem. Because, I mean, that's what it looks like, you know.
I mean,
It's
air
not like, no, it's a
purifier
new
wasn't
modem.
bad. I mean, if you think about it, air purifier wasn't bad. It looks like any of those things. Modem was, yeah, Sean had said router, so the same kind of thing that you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, just let that be a lesson to everybody. Don't lie to your wife, because women can they're much more vicious than we are. Or they can be, I guess.
Don't lie to your significant other.
Yeah. If you're don't lie to your significant other, period. Because then they will sell all of your stuff.
It's probably a good place to start.
Trophy online.
I think I convinced my wife to let me get a Xbox One X when it comes down in price. I don't know how, but someday. Nintendo, what do you think of your? So you have an X, or do you have a PS5? Assuming you have an X, since you have the Game Pass. That was a really stupid question.
Well, no, I
So-
think he has a Series S. He has the
Yeah,
smaller
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he wouldn't have the Game Pass if he had. The
Well, so
PS5.
Nintendo did something interesting. He got a PS5, but he decided to get Xbox Game Pass just because, you know, he was like the ability to get an Xbox or a PlayStation right now is hard enough. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just joking. He didn't actually do this. What I'm going to do is get a PlayStation 5, but get the Xbox Game Pass and not use it on my PS5.
And I'm gonna play them simultaneously.
One of my favorite streams that he's done so far, though, is Banjo and Kazooie is on the Game Pass, and so he was playing that the other day. Banjo and Kazooie has some pretty awesome music to it.
I don't know what that is.
That was a PlayStation game originally, I believe. It was a rare game. I don't know. He'll be able to answer it if he's not out walking the dog.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
We need our
Not trying
hashtag Nintendo Xbox Banjo and Kazooie expert. This is also
Bloodline
primarily why I do this show with Sean, because he seems to know everything about everything.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about much, so can't help you there. Unless you want to talk about like sushi or 3D printing, I can talk about that all day.
You need to tell us more about this idea of having a sushi cart and driving around the country spreading love of sushi. Like, that sounds
It would be called
amazing.
Run Fish Run. Oh, we're playing with Bill Cosby now. That's
Scary.
action-packed group of folks.
We've had quite the celebrity list today. We've had Will Smith, Hillary Clinton has played with us.
Carol Baskin
Mhm.
was in there. Did you watch The Tiger King?
No, that goes back to me not watching much.
Well, good. Well, that's good. 'Cause I mean, I didn't watch it either. I think for me, it was a principle thing. I just thought it was silly to be like, yeah, we should totally praise this guy for being a psychopath. There's talk about him getting a pardon, so who knows? Maybe there'll be a Tiger King part 2.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even know what did he do.
Whoa! I almost caught that RPG in the dome. Oh, I did that time.
We are victorious. Look at that, big winners today. Big winners on Gaming Morning Show.
What you gonna do?
All right,
Man, this Cosby guy.
I mean that might not have been Bill Cosby. That could just be Cosby.
True.
Could have
It's like
been-
his son or his.
Could have been Bing Crosby and didn't spell his name
dealer.
right.
That's Crosby. Bing Crosby.
Maybe didn't spell his name right. Sometimes, you know, you lock in the username
He
and
is
then you
dead, so I
forgot.
can see how he would miss a button. You know?
All right,
Might be missing a finger or two.
Gaming Morning Show's 8:46 on the West Coast and 11:46 on the East. Final game coming up here in just a little bit with Look It's Miko. You can follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/LookIt'sMiko, streaming in the evenings. Let's give you our top headlines from the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News in a segment we call Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. These are some of the headlines of the day. So a couple of people are leaving the ranks of BioWare, the Mass Effect and Dragon Age leads, according to Polygon's Michael Werder of Polygon. They are leaving. Sean said that not specifically for any reason. They might just be retiring. They're not going to go start something else. And that's worth a note, because most of the stories that we've had so far in our first couple months of shows was someone leaving a company was to go start their own somewhere else, and not the case in this situation for those two. Did you play either Mass Effect or Dragon Age?
I played Mass Effect a while ago. It was one of those. It was a free game for a little bit, so I think I played Mass Effect 3, and not much though. No, it wasn't. It wasn't really in my wheelhouse, so to speak.
Elsewhere, Call of Duty has surpassed $3 billion in net bookings. That's more than Anthony Davis is going to make, just for what it's worth. This was a full-blown press release from Activision pointing out what's happened over the last 12 months. Part of that certainly is the popularity of Call of Duty in the first place, but also more gaming being played because of the pandemic, too.
That's crazy. That's a very big number.
It reminds me of that line from The Social Network where it's like, you think million is cool? How about $1 billion? Now it's, do you think
Yeah,
2
no,
billion is
exactly.
cool? What about 3 billion? Name of the morning was Dragon Quest
pandemic?
11S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, out today for Xbox, PC, PlayStation. Go to twitter.com/DragonQuest or go to WatchGMS on Twitter. We did retweet the out today tweet from the developer of that game. It is now eligible to be our name of the month, and we'll release that coming up later in December. All right. Last game, let's make it count. Hey, we're back on satellite.
That was one of those. There's like a list of games that I'd really like to get into. It's kind of like The Office, how everyone's like, I'm gonna watch all these shows on Netflix, and they just watch The Office. For me, it's like I'm gonna play a new game today, and then you come to Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for most big games, and so I just play multiplayer games because I can play things in little stanzas.
Yeah, like I'm super jealous of streamers that play like 30 games because I'm like, wow, how do you how do you keep all those straight?
Man, I'm getting stunned everywhere. I'm in a lot of trouble right now.
Like someone just said, like the key to becoming a bigger streamer is to play like the random games, you know, not the like it's so oversaturated with Call of Duty that you won't ever get real traction unless there's something like amazing to what you're doing. And yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, that's why I would like joke with Goat Simulator, you know, like I should play Goat Simulator.
You
Maybe
should.
someone will watch.
Yeah, you should. That'd be fun. Especially
Yeah,
with the
there's-
demand today on Gaming Morning Show for such simulation gameplay.
This person is trying very hard to snipe me,
Contact down.
and it is not working.
Throwing grenade.
Not because I'm too good.
Guy was better than me too. No, it's been a fun show. I appreciate you hanging out with us because the one thing I said about the show is the tough part for me will be when I have to do it by myself 5 days a week, and that's definitely not going to work. So
Check your fire.
Glad to be here. Like I said, anytime. Maybe next time we can I'll make sure that the audio works better.
that's right. Real-time
We'll figure it
editing.
out.
Real-time editing works. So the nice thing is we knew it was wrong. That's always the worst one, is when you don't know it's wrong until the show's over, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
if I'd only known, I would have fixed that problem, but I didn't hear it. And they're being really oddly hesitant trying to get up to B. Like they keep kind of tucking into that C lane, and I don't quite really know why. Okay, there's one on the very right side of B. There they go. Now they're actually trying to capture it. That was not the case.
I think there's two guys really trying to push B on their team. Hence why it's going so slow. Sometimes when those things flip, you got like 4 dudes on there and it just goes.
Okay, one's coming up from the C lane.
Throwing grenade.
Guy in the canyon. Camping next to his proximity line there.
I think there's someone over here. Losing A. Oh, we got people on it. We're sending some of our best people over to A right now. Oh, there's a sniper.
That 8 push might have been one of those get guys back to the spawn to shoot him thing.
Seriously, I mean, we're... Man. I'm gonna go finish getting A back. They got really impatient with with not getting B, so they decided to go get A. And then yeah, okay, now all of us went and got A at the same time.
Throwing grenade.
Oh, okay. Take a halftime.
All right, halftime, 8:53 West Coast time. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. Stick around if you're on twitch.tv/Gaming Morning Show. We will send you to somebody else after the show, so be sure to hang out, and we'll get you over there and host somebody else, or I guess technically, when you're on already, it's technically a raid. I don't think I've quite ever understood. I mean, I understand the difference, but they should just call it the same thing. It's not the same thing, so it makes sense why they're not called the same thing, but they should just call it the same thing.
Wouldn't it be great if they just made one game? And just pushed out all these DLCs over different stuff.
Just one game. Oh, I have my volume down too much on stream.
Someone's shooting at me. Shocking. I don't know why somebody would be shooting at me. Oh.
It's the closest that they've gotten. Oh, shoot. Someone saved my life, and I am very appreciative of that. You guys are going to A, it looks like. Yeah, the important thing to know about the Warner Brothers thing is get your free trial activated ASAP, because HBO Max is getting rid of their free trial ahead of the Christmas release of Wonder Woman 84. So
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna want to make sure you get that before they say no more free trials.
limited time offer. See store for details. Gaming Morning Show is not associated with HBO Max.
Ooh. Load up.
I was so stunned. Holy cow. I was the stunnedest.
Cool.
It's not even
Oh, how I
stunny how
survived.
stunned I was. I'm stunned by how stunned I was.
I see what you did there.
Run right into somebody, aren't I? Yep.
Ah! Sentry gun in the dunes.
There's a sentry gun in the dunes. Watch out for the dunes. This song makes no sense.
Or does it?
Maybe it does.
Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh,
Okay. There's so many
Okay.
explosions. I think we got this, Mike.
Throwing grenade.
oh!
We will take this objective.
Thought I had him. Ooh, I slid into a bomb. Or a granada, as they yell in the other game.
Oh my gosh, how did I miss that guy? Disappointed in myself.
Throwing grenade.
Ow.
I think my gun and the other sentry gun are shooting at each other. Oh no, they're not. They're shooting at me. That makes sense. Run away.
Oh, they have a sentry gun over an A, yeah.
It was doing work a second ago. Oh, that's not good. Yep.
Everything is fine. All right, big victory to round out Gaming Morning Show for this Friday, December 4th, 2020. Thanks for being with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. I am Ryan. It's been a lot of fun to have you with us this morning. Let's see. I'm going to send you over to, on Twitch, if you're hanging around, please stick around. We're going to send you over to Box Ghost playing some Dead of Daylight. We will be back on Monday. Look for Look, It's Mike O on Twitch, twitch.tv/Look, It's Mike O. And again, Monsters and Friends podcast comes out again in January.
New episodes drop in the middle of January.
So that's going to be season 3 on
Numero tres.
Twitter, MNF Pod. Be sure to give them a follow as well. Have a great weekend, man.
You as well, man. Thanks for having me all aboard. I'm excited to enjoy some downtime and then see y'all next week.
All right, like I said, stick around. Box Ghost coming your way if you're on Twitch. If you're anywhere else, have a great rest of your weekend. We will see you again soon for more Gaming Morning Show. Have a great rest of your day.
Right now